Grad school is hard. I think that my plate is full right now. Like, I'm in my no era. I wish I could just go and buy doubles on a bacon shack and the video is gonna be a little longer, but stick around if you want to. Don't if you don't. Like, hi y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be doing a week in my life in grad school again. This week may not look as pretty as they usually look because grad school is hard, so I think I'm gonna let you in just so that I paint a realistic picture of what grad school is really like. So today is Monday the 25th of September and it is week 6 of school. For this semester, my responsibilities include I'm taking 2 classes, neuromotor and velar-pharyngeal disorders. I'm in clinic, which is about 30 to 32 hours per week. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a few hours less, maybe 2 or 3 hours less. I also opted to do a thesis, so I am getting participants and conducting research just like that. And then I'm still a GA. Thankfully, they renewed my contract for another 2 semesters, which is great. Like, it's gonna benefit me so much. So I'm still a GA, and then I signed up to be president of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association, so I'm gonna be doing my presidential duties and things like that. So it is a lot, and I think that my plate is full right now. Like, I'm in my no era. If anything else is presented to me, I'm like, unfortunately I'm gonna have to pass up on that because I'm at my max. And I think the hardest part for me is that you just have to keep going. Like, you just have to wake up and keep it pushing. That's really tough because sometimes my days get really long. For example, last Thursday, all my Thursdays are really long, where I get up at like 6 a.m. I have to make breakfast, make lunch, then I go to clinic from 10 to 4, then I have class from 5 to 7, and then because of NISLA, National Student Speech Language Hearing Association, I might have like an event online or meet and greet. Or last Thursday I had to meet my mentee, so I didn't get home until like 9:30ish. So the days can be really long, and I am in no way, shape or form complaining about grad school. This is what I signed up for. I happily and willingly signed up for this. But just because you signed up to do something and you wanted to do something doesn't negate the fact that it's gonna be hard. So I am navigating that part where it's like, yeah, this is hard, this is tough. But the hard part is not the work itself. The hard part is juggling it all. That's what makes it really difficult. Because even for clinic, I can't just show up to clinic. I have to, or I don't have to, but the night before I'm like reviewing my caseload and seeing the patients I have tomorrow, and I'm planning because I don't do a lot of planning because I can't plan to color, and then the kid comes in and they're like, no, I don't want to color today. Like, that's gonna throw me all the way off. But I kind of review each case and like try to remember like what are they focusing on, so that whatever they choose I can incorporate what we need to work on in it. But yeah, like, so when I come home, it's not just like, oh, this is you time. Like, I have dishes to wash, I have clinic to prepare for, I have thesis things to do. Like, after a full day of work, because clinic is like a job, you kind of want to sit back and relax, but you may not have the opportunity to do that based off the responsibilities you have. And every student would have different responsibilities. Like, some people in my class, they are mothers and they are wives and they have other responsibilities, and that's what makes it hard, because you're in school and you're working and you have to just be alive. Keep yourself alive. So I went to the gym last week. I was supposed to go today and I was like, I'm not gonna go. So, and then you have to get sleep. Like, for me, I prioritize sleep. I am gonna get 8 hours of sleep every single night, because if I don't sleep, it's gonna affect my performance of the whole day. So I try to ensure that I get 8 hours of sleep. So to factor in all those things becomes really, really difficult. And then so that's like just being in grad school. Then you're dealing with your own emotions and your own personal struggles. So as you guys know, I'm an international student. I'm away from home. So after you've had a long hard week, sometimes you just need a hug. I don't have anybody who's gonna give me like a long hug and rub my back and be like, you know, that warm, rich, long hug. So it's also like, for me, once I get to that 6 to 8 week mark, it's like I kind of miss home a little. It's not really, yeah, I just fixed my hair. It's not really like I'm homesick, but it's just there's some elements at home I wish were here. I wish my parents were close by. I wish my friends were close by. I wish I could just go and buy doubles and a bacon shack and, you know, stuff like that. And then on top of that, I've always been a work and play person. For me, I must make time to have fun and enjoy myself, but I don't have a lot of friends in Miami, so that transition was difficult for me, like moving from Davie and NSU and having community everywhere I turn, like RA community, my friends community, my residents, like just having people around to having nobody around, like that is not easy to cope with, especially when you want to do something. Every Saturday there's like football in the stadium and it's at night, so I can't just walk at night and go by myself. So it's like they have things I want to do, but I can't really do them because I don't have anybody to do it with. And one of my closest friends in the program is no longer in the program, so coping with all of those stuff, it gets hard. It gets hard. And yeah, and then my friends want to call me and they want to see what's up. And then for me, as soon as people call, the first thing is like, how are you? How is school? How are you doing? Those are tough questions to answer. And those are tough things to think about. Sometimes you don't want to think that you're not having a good time, that you're not having fun. You don't want to think about that. Right now, I'm just, as I always call it, like a slave to the workforce. Like I'm just get up, break, sleep, get up, break, sleep. That cycle, that routine, that is something I never wanted to sign up for. I'm always like, you need to break the cycle and somehow. So when people ask, how are you doing? And you have to remind yourself, I am just in this cycle of, I don't even know what to call it. It's just this mundane, boring routine where there's not really like much to yourself, or there's not really like a lot of time to enjoy life. That makes me not want to talk to people. So then I stop calling people and I stop talking to people, and that kind of perpetuates how you feel in like feeling alone, lack of community. You kind of just dig yourself into a bigger and bigger hole. So I have to be more conscious. Oh, like just be like, I actually don't want to talk about it right now, and keep it pushing, but still maintain connections with people. So that's the stage I am in right now. But yeah, spend the week with me, because I just explained the season or the time frame I'm in right now. The video is going to be a little longer, but stick around if you want to. Don't if you don't. Like, this is like my cinematic scrapbooks. In a few years, I'm going to watch back these videos and be like, oh, that's the season of life you were in. So you don't have to watch it if you don't want to watch it. So let's get this week started. Fit check. I think in one of my other week in the lives, I was wearing this same flannel, and I think that was the last time I wore it. Let's go. Off to work. Female at birth, or if you've ever seen AMAB or AFAB. Offensive terms are listed there. It is 8:20 and I not too long got home. I got home maybe like 40 minutes ago, and all I've done is taken a shower. I'm gonna show you like what my week kind of looks like, so you can see how my week looks. I feel like what affects me the most is that I'm living on like a minute by minute schedule, if that makes any sense. So this is what I mean. I have to get up at 6:30 in the morning, which means I need to go to sleep by 10:30 tonight to have something planned here, that I have an initial evaluation to write for clinic. And that's the system that is working for me to keep on track of things. But I don't love it, but it's what works. If it's what works, I'm gonna continue using it. I just always feel like I'm counting down to something. And I was even talking to my classmate today, and she was like, where is the time? Because she was saying that I think she's working in a hospital now, and she was saying that her supervisor gave her stuff to like research, and she was like, I can't do that for today, for tomorrow. Like, I really genuinely can't do that, because by the time you go to class, you go home, you eat, you take a shower. When are you going to do that, you know? So it's very rough to do things spontaneously. And right now, my week is not spontaneous at all. So by the time the weekend comes, I don't want to do anything, which kind of affects things, because then when Monday comes, you have lots of things to do. But I kind of prefer taking my weekends to myself and having downtime, because if you constantly keep going, you will never have time for yourself. I'm also gonna submit my hours for last week because I didn't do it over the weekend, so that's another thing that I forgot to pencil in on my to-do list. Somos la copa y el vino, tú y yo vamos juntos. I won't waste my time when it comes to you. Say about from which bar. So this is how I had to log them. You log them by treatment category. So I did one initial evaluation, and it was for articulation and language. So that was only an hour and a half, and then I did 12.5 hours of treatment. We only get hours for the time that we are working on a client. So like how I said, I go there 30 hours a week. I don't get 30 hours every week. I only get the amount of hours that I worked with a client. And as you can see, I'm already in a horizontal position, which means that sleep is coming right in. Tomorrow I am feeling blue scripts tomorrow, so I take out my scrubs. Clinic is so cold, so I'm gonna put on a shirt underneath it. I have an older kiddo on my caseload, and I think he would want to play Uno while we work on stuff, so I'm gonna take out my Uno. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and today I'm going to clinic from 9 to 5. I'm dressed and ready. I'm just gonna pack my lunch kit. Breakfast is literally toast with grapes and some juice, and that is the consequences of staying up later than expected to watch TikTok. Lovely. Today was a long day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. I saw, I think, 6 patients today, which wasn't too bad. I was supposed to finish at 5, and I stayed an extra hour because my supervisor extended her schedule. But there was a case that I wanted to see of an older child who uses an AAC device. I was like, I think I'll stay back to see that, so which meant I had to stay back an extra hour. So I not too long got home, and I'm drained. I still have a meeting at 8. I still have 4 notes to do from today that I need to finish, and then I have the initial evaluation that I was supposed to do yesterday. I started it today, so I'm gonna keep working on it. And then I had other things on the calendar planned to do today, which I'm probably just gonna move to another day, but yeah.
Have not taken it, so I don't know. I would say that back when I was teaching at Howard, it was very popular to be done.
I'm back at home. Today was a good day, but a long day. Like, I feel physically drained. By this time in the week, I am just going with the flow, like going through the motions. Not today, but from now, it's just like, okay, let's get this done and over with. Today, I think I worked with 8 to 9 patients. Like, I have 4 notes to go finish, so I'm going to do that. And I have the evaluation to finish writing up today because I'm doing another one tomorrow and I don't want them to overlap. So that is my evening. I think I might buy myself food as a good job for today. That's a nice little midweek pick me up. Oh, I forgot to tell you, most of my days, not most, a good bit of my days are in Spanish because a lot of the kids speak Spanish, so that gets a little overwhelming sometimes. But we're good. We're good. Juices.
Where's Justin? He had to leave early to go to rehearsal. Oh, really? Why didn't you go with him?
I got myself food. But like, you know when you could just tell that the food is, by smelling it, that it is not fresh? They took so long to bring my order to me. Like, this is not gonna be good. Soggy. Update. It's 9:50 and I finished the 4 notes that I had to do. I have not touched the eval that I'm supposed to write yet, but I'm going to start it in 10 minutes. At 10, I'm going to work from 10 to 10 to 11:30, an hour and a half, and then I'm going to go to sleep at 12. So I'll have 30 minutes to watch TikTok or whatever my heart desires. It came from my subconscious that this is my 5th year as an international student, and that shocked me. It's kind of like 5 years away from home. I mean, I visit home regularly, but I'm living in a different country for 5 years. Like, that is insane to me. I'm very in love with how my makeup came out today. It's very much like my skin, but better, you know? I made breakfast. It looks like it's for a toddler because this was the smallest container I had, and I'm gonna eat breakfast there. Did not record me making it because it's 9:52 and I am 7 minutes behind the time I said I wanted to leave. So we are now in rush mode. I am very much behind schedule, so I'm gonna do some of the goals that I still have to write while I'm in the Uber, so when I get there I can like just really gobble down my breakfast. Like, no bueno. I have my eval now and I'm a little nervous. Today was a good day. My eval went well. I wish that was the first eval I ever did. Like, the child was so compliant. He was just easy, quick, a done deal. Because I ate breakfast so late, I wasn't really feeling for lunch, so now I'm eating lunch. And I thought I had to gobble it down, but my professor just said class is starting at 5:15. Love that. I am the worst vlogger. So after I was eating, I went to class. Didn't vlog anything. I was at class from 5 to 7. Class finished early. Class was okay. Then after class, I came home And we had our NISLA general meeting, the second general meeting of the semester. This is Deaf Awareness Month. So we had a guest speaker, one of our professors from FIU, and it was like a question and answer. So they were able to ask questions about that. That was great. And then that finished around 9 and it's now 9:30. So the e-board spent like 30 minutes chatting afterwards. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I have tons of stuff to do. Like all week I can do nothing but clinic stuff, because if I'm at clinic 8 hours a day and I still have to make breakfast, lunch, dinner, all those other stuff, I still have to shower, I still have to take care of myself, right? And when I come home, I have to finish my notes from clinic. I have to review patient profiles for the next day, and then I'm also in school. Where am I finding the time to study, do a thesis, and my GA job? And then I have NISLA stuff, as you see happening. I'm not somebody who could sit still and just do school. Like, I have to do everything. So I did put myself in this position. However, I value 8 hours of sleep. So I'm still gonna go to sleep now and get 8 hours of sleep. So it's just, that's the hard part. And then I have dishes to wash. And then I want to do the vlog for you guys, which is tough because yeah, it's just a lot. And then tomorrow I'm going to see my friend. I'm going to spend the weekend with her because I just need a break. I need social interaction. Hug and be like, how you going, Kill? So half my bag is packed, but I still have to pack my everyday stuff. I was hoping to do my nails, but it's already 9:30 and I just want to sleep. So I made it to clinic. I feel sick. And I have another eval, which I feel a little bit nervous for, but I'm gonna be just fine. Another week in the books. My nose is killing me. I bought my toys today for the kiddo and I wanted to play with it. It was a rough day for him, so that's okay. I feel the sickness in my eyes and in my nose.